Well, hello there everybody, welcome back to my Let's Play episode 45. I'm IVATOPia, hope you're having a great day out there. This is Tyranny, however you say it. Okay, we're in the B-word city, and we're about to have a chat. What's going on over here before we talk to Tunu? Oh, activate for everyone, that's fine. So I don't have to pick who I need to talk to.
You call yourselves officers of Kairos' army,
Okay.
but your conduct falls short of my expectations.
Hey, I just arrived.
The court finds your accounts of Vendrian's well lacking, rife with misdirection and fallacy, fouled with baseless accusation.
The shadow beneath Tunu's... Excuse me. Oh, sorry about that. Tunu's cloak darkened and flare around him. Murmurs of unease erupt in the court. Listen. Your Honour, I have relayed the events as I experienced them. You can well imagine why my version conflicts with his. She makes a dismissive gesture to the Scarlet Chorus representative. On my honour and on that of the great general, I would sooner snap my sword than protrude myself before you. Also, you imply that falsehood comes easy to my lips than yours. You're a fool if you believe the Oracle of Justice won't see through your lies because of this favoured think themselves better than an honest gang.
Silence. The contradictions in your statements will be examined, and falsities threshed from truths. If we find you have perjured yourselves, Blood and Mark will see to your fate.
Blood and Mark is a crescent knife in the shadows, the unseen drop of poison that enforces the Overlord's will. He reports to Tunu and the Advocator, serving in his capacity as the final word to those who hold Crimson Lord in contempt. If you know the origins of the Oracle and the shadows, all crescent maintains. Okay, right click. All contempt maintains a hold on him. Those who anger the Oracle never live long past sunset. The Archon turns and you feel his gaze upon you.
Fatebinder, we will start with the matter of the Archons. Graven Ash and the Voices of Nerat have declared war upon each other. In addition to violating Kairos' peace, they have thrown the conquest of the Tears into disarray.
Okay.
By all accounts, these hostilities began shortly after your arrival.
Okay.
Tell us what transpired.
The Arcanes could not agree on who should lead the siege and descended into accusations of treachery. It seemed a mutual spat. The Arcanes have been of different minds since the start of the war. You must be mistaken, I wasn't present. Seemed a mutual spat. The disfavoured were more deserving of the honour. Our tactics and training outmatched the Vendon Guard at every turn. What a balderdash. The disfavoured couldn't tip over a straw hut. They had a week to strategize. Our howling mob were better equipped to overwhelm the Verdant Guard. Our recruits were ready to throw themselves at the enemy. If only Ash and his legions would agree to a plan. Oh, because that was what happened, wasn't it? If I remember correctly. I picked, I believe, their version, and then the purples decided to do it anyway, so I ended up fighting them, didn't I? Because they basically wouldn't listen to me when I was supposed to have the final say.
The Fatebinder presents testimony. I warn you both against speaking out of turn. Something more than a mere disagreement unraveled this campaign. But I will return to that in time. Let us speak of Ascension Hall. From all accounts, it would seem you were instrumental in its capture, or so the petitioner of the Scarlet Chorus testifies. The disfavored commander has a dimmer view of the matter. Lend me your perspective.
I joined with the Scarlet Chorus. We took the Citadel with an unstoppable advance. I took the Citadel with my own strength, employing the Scarlet Chorus as a distraction. He's lying, I best not lie to him.
The edict meant certain doom if the siege failed. So why, when your survival depended on it, did you join your strength to the Scarlet Chorus and not the elite disfavored?
Petty squabbles clouded Caravan Ash's judgment. He was too mirrored in assaulting the Voices to conquer the Citadel properly. The Voices of Nerat was willing to win the Citadel at any cost. Ashes values his army more than his duty to Karos. the last of the great Northern generals to stand against Overlord. Petty squabbles clouded Ash's judgment. It was too myriad made to insulting the voices of conquer the city properly. Willing to win this at any cost, Ash vows his army more than his duty. Yeah. Long while the educated hovers in silence, shadow trailing from below his robes.
I will consider this testimony at length. The court thanks you for it. Is there anything you wish to add at this time?
Told it all I know.
Your testimony is accepted by the court. The statements of our guests raise questions in my mind. There is much about this campaign that has caused me to wonder. A shipment of iron weapons was short on arrival. Where coveted iron is concerned, I don't believe it to be a clerical error. One of my agents recovered this seal in Echo Call. It belongs to a merchant collective. Lethian's Crossing is teeming with their kind. If you would root out treachery, I would advise starting there.
Okay, there you go.
Petitioners, leave us. I would have a private audience with the Fatebinder.
What did you?
Ascend and join me. You will find the way opened.
Okay. Where do I join you from? On this side maybe? Oh, it is opened. It's open on both sides. Oh, it is. Anything to say? You gain favour with Tunin. Fatebinder, Tunin favour 1. I, IVATOPIA, you returned unscathed and more acclaimed than ever. It has seemed to be your way. Fatebinder of War claps you good naturally with excessive strength on the back. Come, you must regale me with all that your journey has held. I could use a moment of respite. My master's over it. Between friends, he regards you with a warmth. Stone file. Smile even, not file. Speak as you wish. I'll pay a ball's weight in rings to know your thoughts. He ranks a hand through his thick red beard and offers you a grin. Come, let us speak freely. How were you singled out to become a Fatebinder? I cannot speak for the other Fatebinders, but I joined the court when I was yet still a boy, and perverse beyond reason. I had been imprisoned with a death sentence for the crime of disgrading corpses? I guess he's destroying corpses or something. He laughed hard and hardly. It was nothing so exciting as you no doubt imagining. I was merely burning corpses that awaited burial before the local authorities could see me to the gallows. Then the adjudicator claimed me a great talent waiting to be released, needing only to be steered even. Gonna stir him in the pot and make some stew out of the old guy. Why burn bodies? Corpses piling in the streets spread plague faster than the filthiest rats. I was but 10 and a weak fighter. I did what I could for my homeland. Why was this a crime? There was a time when even the Northmen were of substantial stock. A time before Carson brought reason to the realms. The people of my city believed that without proper rights, I was cheating our fallen warriors from returning to the land. Oh, okay, I see what he's getting at. Basically, they say they should have funerals to say bye properly, and he was just burning them. So there's no funeral, so he was disrespecting all the loved ones and the warriors who fought for him. Got you. It's a good thing to have inspired you. As I have said, the adjudicator saw within me something of rare value, as in true for us all. You as well were chosen for our great court, for which I am grateful. As the Fatebinder of War, I rely heavily on your talents. So about something else. By all means, you are free to pick my mind with enthusiasm. I'm curious about Tuna's masks. They can be rather unsettling, can't they? Oh, excuse me, sorry about that. Even to one such as me, but I can assure you the innocent need not fear their objective, emotionless gaze. What are the adjudicators masks specifically? Would you like to know? I want to know about the silent face. The silent face is the face that Tuna shows to us now, and for that we are fortunate beyond belief. The silent face is a patient face, a face for listening as Tuna presides over all matters brought to the court, taking great pains to ensure all sides of the issues are heard. Okay, resolve. Tuna's last known dawning of the fatal resolve was the moment he judged it called ruin to half the district in the B City. Since then, he has ruled our northern tier justly, calmly, and with efficient diplomacy. I want to know the face that is no more. Tuna is said to have worn a fern mask in Arrow's past. I have heard rumours that the face displeased Curzon and thus was destroyed, as happens to all persons and objects that displease our overlord. Have you ever seen Tuna change his masks? In the way that you or I would change our remnant? No, not as such. And yet I have seen the mask shift. They switch without the adjudicator or anyone so much as laying a hand on them. It's not something you can watch unfold. After a time, you merely realise it's already happened. Let me ask you something else. Well, you have gained my attention. Could you remind me of the history of the origin of the Fate Binders? The seasoned warrior rubs a finger against the line of stubble along his cheek. We are relatives of young order, though we have spanned these past 2 centuries. While the voices of Nerid and Gurv and Asher need armies to execute their will, Tuna wields but a modest court of vessels. We exist as the extension of his law. There is no place in all of Taurus beyond our judgment. Tell me more about Curzon's armies, our allies. Ah, yes, with friends like these. He's going to say, who needs evidence? Our work is often self-explanatory. Were you asking about Scarlet Course or Disfavored? The Scarlet Course. Soldiers hail from every corner of every realm as the chorus marches. It conscripts in sesame from those it has conquered. To replenish its ranks. There's no continuity of command, I guess, in the chorus. Niran encourages even the strong to challenge their leaders, but the chorus has numbers and brute force as almost always viable solution, much as Reza insists otherwise. Besides, the Scarlet Chorus draws strength from the multitudes it swallows. Its blood charters have taken knowledge from various tiers. Mystics and many of the chorus best soldiers were grown here in the south. The Disfavored. Disfavored are the iron tip of Curzon's great phalanx, and armed with the best weapons, the most comprehensive training, and led by the brilliant Graven Ash. The Disfavored have no equals in the open battle. The Legion has a saying, Graven Ashes protects, and it's too empty. No empty boot boasts. The Archon of War is able to lead his will and strength to his soldier and give them endurance beyond human limits. I have great respect for the Disfavored, but I know where I stand with them. They are a very close-knit band, all of them from northern families. Many of them relate to each other. Numerous sizes, smiles, wistful, but considering our role in the great hierarchy, I can't fault General Ash for being selective. Oh, there's more, sorry. We speak again, so let us speak generally and at length with one another. Now, of what matter would you have us discuss? The fate binder rubs here. I've claimed the spear of Valden. Well, you have. Oh yeah, because I took it and claimed it under me, didn't I? So the court whispers are true. The fate binder rubs his fingers along the underside of his chin, pondering his thoughts with great weight. After a moment, he offers you a wistful sort of smile. Someday, I would like to witness myself this tower that you have risen above the realms, like a blade thrust into the sky. To hear your past victories, the war of recent events. Have you not yet Have you not yet tired of my tales, IVATOPIA? I do admit, I never tire of telling them. He laughs heartily and deep. This guy seems pretty neat, doesn't he? Very well then, let me champion the feats of my conquest. Let the glory of Curzon reign fall on any ears that would hear of it. I had a recent inspiring exchange with a few brave men who had trespassed in the old world. In fact, I haven't enjoyed a spa quite so much in ages. It nearly felt ashamed to put them to the sword for their crimes. Okay, interesting. Who else do we have here? Fake Bandit Cameron? Oh, it says uninjured, but neat. So he seems neat. Is that a woman? Could be, and that's a guy, definitely. Bitter Quip, Mocking Blaze, Blood Munch. Are they the ones I just spoke to? Oh, they are! I guess they talk after. You know what? I'm going to save in any episode here, though. So next time I play, I'm going to go over that one, why not? So next time I play, And next time on the channel, I will finish talking to these two, then have a little chat with both of these, and then I'll go back and talk to Tony, who's up there. So that's probably going to take, the way he's talking, if he's going to be the central, the next episode with these two, maybe get to them a little bit. Then the episode following that, I'll probably be able to talk to them and finally talk to him. Anyway, like, subscribe, like, good stuff, and tune next week, and we'll find out what these guys have to say. Just IVATOPIA saying bye for now, everyone. And like and subscribe, like, good stuff for me. So I really appreciate it, and it really helps me. And also, if you want to put any comments or anything, please put them, and I'll try to reply back to them as soon as possible. It might be a week or two later, but I will try to reply back to them at some point. So, bye for now, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.